All right, welcome to part two. Sorry about the weird cut, but due to a limit on my phone for how long I can take the video due to storage, these are going to be broken up. As I was talking about the railroad, how the Brotherhood it kind of forces you to destroy them, and in New Vegas you have choices, and that's something that I think that Fallout 4 did very poorly. Is that your choices feel like they don't really matter. And I think there was this one really cool idea that I had, and it's probably not an original idea. I'm sure plenty of people have thought about it. But in Fallout 4, eventually through the Institute questline, you get made the director of the Institute, which seems like you would have a decent amount of power in the Institute. You might not be a complete dictator or like a president, but you have a good amount of power, just like Father did. And I think it would be a cool idea if you could like do the Brotherhood's quest line and the Institutes at the same time, and then eventually once you get made the director, you could go to Elder Maxon and you could say, "Well, the Institute just made me director. Could we somehow merge the Institute and the Brotherhood, and then like over a series of compromises where like the Brotherhood would say no more synths, stop all synth production, they're machines," and the Institute would kind of agree because the Institute sees synths as machines. They don't see them as people with free will. So they could theoretically agree on that after just a little bit of compromise. And then maybe like the Institute would kind of merge with the Brotherhood's R&D department, where the R&D department of the Brotherhood becomes the same as the Institute. And like instead of finding Proctor Ingram in the Prydwen, you would go to the Institute and you would find her there, maybe walking around with a few Brotherhood knights just in their power armor walking around the Institute. And I think that'd be a really cool idea. And that way you could kind of end things peacefully. You know, like, because there isn't really a peaceful end in Fallout 4, like, at all. No matter what, you're gonna destroy... Holy mother of God, I forgot how big these were. Jeez. The size of dog meat. There's no, like, peaceful option. At all. Like, in Fallout New Vegas, there's not really, like, a super peaceful option. Like, no matter what, you're gonna do the dam fight on Hoover Dam. But you can choose to speech check Legate Lanius with 100 speech, and then you won't have to fight him. So I kind of wish that Fallout 4 had more options like that. And that's kind of one of my biggest things is I feel like Fallout 4 doesn't have as many options that make the game feel like you are making a huge difference. Like the only mission that I can think of that like has like a lot of difference based on your choices are like the very final mission, which is only kind of, it really only just depends on who's helping you. And the mission when you're working for the Institute and they tell you to go get all of the synths from the what do you call it? The monument that that Liberty Prime will salute to. Those are like the only missions that kind of feel different. And I don't really like that at all. Because the only way that they feel different is that if you're still friends with all of the factions, then those factions won't shoot you. So you can kind of do that mission if you really want to, while having absolutely no one attack you. Because if you're still friends with the Railroad and the Institute and the Brotherhood, there won't be anyone hostile there. They'll just all fight each other and leave you alone completely. And that's kind of the only mission that's like that at all in Fallout 4 that like feels different. That and like the final mission, and then maybe the mission for ArcJet for the reactor thing. And even those are just kind of like a little bit. They're not really super big differences. They're just like a little bit different. And I just, that's one of my biggest problems with Fallout 4 as a whole, is just that it doesn't have that same kind of feeling. What was the next point I wanted to talk to you about? I talked about the power armor, just a little bit. I talked about the choices that I really cared about. I feel like companions could be a little bit better. Fallout 4 definitely feels like it has a pretty heavy step down from the companions and companion quests just that are in the game. I am missing a lot of shots. You know, like Fallout New Vegas has like Cassidy, and her quest lines are really fun or, you know, interesting. Arcade Gannon has a really nice quest. Like almost all the companions in New Vegas have either a quest line or are just extremely interesting characters to begin with. Like Lily's got one. Rex has his. So companions could definitely use another little tweak. I don't think I like that most of the companions are romanceable. I'm pretty sure they are. They might all actually be romanceable. Curie is, Kate is, Dance is, Garvey is. I'm pretty sure they all are. Oh, McCree isn't. McCready is the only non-romanceable character, and it's because, you know, I'm assuming he still loves his wife and all those kind of things, which is, you know, that's cool. But at the same time, I feel like it's still kind of too many. Even though it is only a few, it is like almost still too many. So romance talked about, companions talked about.